This video is a new way to think about the jewel. I tend to break down the jewel movement, as I have in one or two earlier videos, as an oblique pull. So it's a lateral twisting movement, and I tend to break it down as its own movement, like you're doing a figure of 8, and then you're going pull, pull. You're doing your figure of 8, and then you go pull, or you can think pull, release, pull, or back, front, back, however you break it down. But I think of it as its own movement that I'm sort of using to interrupt another movement as an embellishment. Same thing if I was on a circle. Bum, bum, bum. Continue the circle. Bum, bum, bum. Jewels are a tricky move, and different people find different ways of mentally and physically getting into the move to be helpful. So I was having a long chat with Helena Malone, whose website I'll link to below, about how to teach this move, and because she is the dancer who originally taught it to me, but it was years ago, and I am trying to remember how she broke it down so well. She says, a different approach to try if you're struggling with the pull and pull version of the jewel is, don't think of it as its own move. Think of it as a change of tempo on a lateral twist. So rather than doing a circle or an 8, we're going to get into our jewel through a twist shimmy, sometimes called a washing machine shimmy or a Tunisian shimmy. So you're twisting and you've got all your weight on one leg, and you're going nice and steady, bum, 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 bum. You go over to put your weight on the other leg, and you change the tempo. Just briefly, don't worry too much about counting and exactly breaking down what your body is doing. This is a way of just getting acquainted with the move. So we're not over controlling, we're going steady, 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 quick, quick, steady, 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 quick, quick, steady, 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 quick, quick, steady, 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 quick, quick. So that is a new way to do the jewel, thinking of it as a tempo change on a hip twist, not getting too caught up in counting, not thinking about it as a discrete movement, but thinking about it as a change in how you are executing the movement, which is how Helena Malone says she now thinks about the jewels. And I thought that was just such an interesting approach because it's quite different from how I've explained it to you guys before, as this really specific sequence of twisting with and using your oblique as a kind of interruption of another move. So I hope that helps. Give that a try. I would advise putting on some really steady music with a really clear tempo, basically not quite what I have on in the background right now, so that you can keep yourself on that slow tempo and then speed it up for a moment and go on the slow tempo. I'm not too fussed about whether you speed it up and pause, or if you speed it up and you go straight back to the slow tempo. Let your body figure out what it likes to do. So let me know in the comments if that was helpful for you, if you found it easier or harder than other ways of doing the jewel that you've tried. I'm really interested to know. All right, I hope that helps.